Rahul Gandhi this time has come back with his vote chori charge, recharged with a lot of proof that he was armed with. After weeks of building suspense over a so-called hydrogen bomb, Congress leader there, Rahul Gandhi, has sharpened his vote chori charge against the BJP and the Election Commission. He was armed with a sleek presentation, and this press conference that was held in Delhi, where Rahul Gandhi pointedly alleged a systematic attempt to delete voters from electoral rolls, particularly mentioning Karnataka's Aland constituency as his prime case study. He says that somebody tried to delete nearly 6,018 votes from Aland constituency. He claims that and accuses the Election Commission under Chief Gyanesh Kumar, the presiding officer. He says there were software-driven manipulation. In fact, it was a software that was developed only to manipulate voter lists, saying that these fake applications ensured that votes and voters' names were deleted. And this was done disproportionately, targeting largely the minorities and the Congress party. He called it a direct threat to India's democracy, demanding that the EC hand over digital data, including IP logs, OTPs, and mobile numbers to Karnataka CID within a week's time to trace who really carried out this alleged fraud. The allegations, of course, drew immediate fire. Union Home Minister Amit Shah, speaking in Bihar's Rohtas, dismissed Rahul Gandhi's charges as lies, saying Congress was only shielding Ghuspetiyas, infiltrators from Bangladesh. This is what he said.
अभी अभी राहुल बाबा यहां आए थे, मालूम है ना आपको? अरे यार बोलो, है या नहीं? एक यात्रा निकाली थी ना, मालूम है ना? कौन सी यात्रा निकाली थी? मैं बताता हूं, उन्होंने जो यात्रा निकाली थी, वो यात्रा घुसपैठियों को बचाने के लिए यात्रा निकाली थी। ये घुसपैठिए लालू और राहुल की वोट बैंक है, वोट बैंक है।
Now, of course, I'm going to play out what exactly Rahul Gandhi said while he made some pointed attacks, saying that there were attempts in Karnataka, especially Aland constituency, of deleting voters there. He says that this is a systematic approach that has been used in many states across the country where BJP has come into power or BJP candidates have won, but somehow it did not happen in Karnataka because we did not allow it. Thankfully, we noticed it in time. Similar to what he said, in precisely what he said basically in this press conference.
Aland is constituency in Karnataka, 6,018 votes. Somebody tried to delete 6,018 votes. We don't know the total number of votes that were deleted in Aland in the 23 election. They're much higher than 6,018.
All right, well, there you have it. In fact, he's elaborated on many levels on what exactly happened, got the people, basically he claims that many people were not aware that their phone numbers were used to hack into softwares and then delete these voters from the list. Basically, it's manipulated software. Now, whose numbers are these? How did this software get funding enough to ensure that it could hack into such a system where voters' names can be deleted from the system? Precisely what he says, that this seems like a regulated operation that had a call center far away sitting and aiming at deleting votes that were not in favor of the BJP, basically targeting the minorities and precisely targeting the Congress. This is what he says. Now, Election Commission has responded, slamming Rahul Gandhi's allegations, saying all of this is absolutely false, that first of all, it's impossible to delete voters like that through digital platform. In fact, EC on Aland particularly has confirmed attempts were indeed made to delete voters in 2023, but stressed that at that point itself an FIR was filed by the EC itself and that the Congress eventually won that seat. Rahul Gandhi's vote Chori campaign has now triggered a full-blown political storm, putting the spotlight back on India's electoral integrity ahead of crucial state polls. Let me bring in our panelists joining us. R.P. Singh, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Advocate Brijesh Kalappa, spokesperson of the Congress. We also have Banu Chandar Nagarajan, who's a political analyst, to give us a little sense of what Rahul Gandhi has said. If I could bring in first Brijesh Kalappa, thanks very much for joining us. Your take, let's begin with what the Congress has to say. Your leader, Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, has elaborately set up a presentation there pointing out exactly where he believes vote theft has happened. But he couldn't really give enough evidence with regards to the 6,018 votes that were, he said initially it was deleted, then he said we ensured that we found out and therefore, they couldn't manipulate the seat. Eventually, Congress candidate won. Seemed a little unprepared on that front. Exactly what the BJP is picking on now, saying that he says he has proof, but the fact is the Congress candidate won there.
See, Nabila, as far as a crime is concerned, even the attempt to commit a crime is also a crime. Can you say that since a person has not been able to murder somebody, then he's free of the charges? An attempt to murder is also one of the crimes listed under the IPC, which is the BNS now. And therefore, if there has been an attempt to vote Chori, and which has been realized not by the candidate concerned or the Congress party, but by the BLO, because the BLO found that her uncle's vote was missing, and therefore she conducted an investigation and found that 6,018 votes had been deleted and completely unfairly. So I think the first thing is that if the Election Commission had some information regarding who was responsible for these deletions, 6,018 deletions is not a small number. So obviously there is somebody who's benefiting from these deletions, right? So if the candidate concerned and the party concerned has given an FIR to the police, and the police has referred this to the CID. CID is investigating the matter. CID has written as many as 18 letters to the Election Commission of India, some of which have been forwarded by the State Election Commission. I think it's only fair to expect that the Election Commission of India will provide the details, who has done the deletions, what manner of deletions have been done, because when one plans to do a deletion, then one also gets an OTP. So where is that OTP come from? Which number has been used for the deletions? Because if somebody says that this is Brijesh Kalappa seeking deletion of Nabila's vote, then certainly my number can be traceable, but which number has been used? And all this has been done through the aegis of the Election Commission of India. Now, Rahul Gandhi is mainly asking that over the last nearly 2 years, 18 letters have been written by the state CID seeking this information. Now, this information is not being forthcoming from the ECI. What does it tell you? It tells you 2 of 3 things. One, that the Election Commission is incompetent, its effect, and it's completely useless and has to be thrown into the Arabian Sea. One. Or it is hand in glove with the perpetrators of the crime, and therefore those who are benefiting from the crime are being covered up by the Election Commission. It only tells you 1 of 2 things. It can't be any third thing. So therefore, if it's one of these 2 things, I think it's high time the Election Commission, now that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has come, and he's the shadow Prime Minister of India, he's the opposition leader, so therefore if he's saying something, the least is come and provide the material to the CID. I think that's the least that one can expect. So this is the sum total of the arguments that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has done as far as the ECI is concerned. Besides this, he also spoke about Rajouri constituency in Maharashtra, where here it's a deletion, there it was an addition of 6,000 votes. So, therefore, if a political party is benefiting by either deleting X number of votes or adding X number of votes, I think it's an extremely serious charge, right? And I don't think the Election Commission of India has covered itself in glory by trying to circumvent, by trying to digress, by trying to avoid these issues. I think the first thing should have done is be upfront. In the last press conference, they knew that the CID was asking for this information. Mr. Gyanesh Kumar was trying to protect the privacy of women and so on and so forth and all that. Did he have any objection to all the members of parliament when they were casting their vote in the vice presidential election? Did he take steps to ensure that their photos were covered? If he had such great claims, right? So today, whom is he trying to protect the privacy of? Those thieves who are trying to disenfranchise somebody? Are they worth being protected?
So the crux of the complaint that Rahul Gandhi has here is that the unidentified persons are using software to manipulate the electoral rolls. EC says it's impossible to delete. I mean, if there was something like that, we would have known it's impossible to delete. And there's a grievance cell, you apply for it, there's the explanation that you give to why your name should be deleted. That whole process can't be skipped so easily. This is just basically a dream sequence being played out, more or less what the BJP says, that imagination, coming all out of imagination.
See, Nabila, I think the Twitter also carries this, and also the Election Commission ran a campaign that if there are some additions and deletions to be made, please make use of the opportunity. And these are all over the internet. I don't think it's necessary for me to go into that. I think each one of your viewers has seen what the Election Commission has at one point in time advertised and has stated publicly that anybody who is seeking the deletion or addition of another person, then please do it just now and so on and so forth. I think there's a specific provision for it. And I don't think I need to educate anybody on this subject. Election Commission itself ran a campaign. And today, if they say it's not possible to do so, I think they're only shooting themselves in the foot.
Right. Let me also bring in RP Singh. RP Singh, of course, the BJP is very quick to slam this, saying this is far from the truth. It's all baseless, etc. But shouldn't ideally the BJP also be supporting an independent probe? If at all there is vote chori and theft in this fashion, names being deleted through manipulated software, we know what possibilities are there in the dark web. It could be dangerous even for the BJP.
Nabila, Mr. Kalappa, you will probably allow me to say what I'm going to say, and you will not take it otherwise. If I right now said, Mr. Kalappa, I saw Mr. Kalappa pickpocketing, and I tell my 100 people to start saying the same, will that become true? No. It's all false and all false and propaganda. Because Mr. Kalappa is a lawyer and a good person. But by my saying that, no, ye chor hai, maine dekha tha jeb kaarte hue, doesn't make sense. But coming to the issue, what did Election Commission has to say? I'll just reading the Election Commission's press release. This is allegation made by Mr. Rahul Gandhi is incorrect and baseless. So Mr. Rahul Gandhi can file a case against the Election Commission saying that how are you saying so? Earlier, Election Commission said that Rahul Gandhi is misleading the nation. So misleading means he is a bluff master probably. So he could have gone to the court and filed. Mr. Kalappa could have helped him to go to the court and file a defamation against the Election Commission. Then no deletion of any vote can be done online by any member of the public as misconceived by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. No deletion can take place without giving any opportunity of being heard to the affected person. In 2023, certain unsuccessful attempts were made for deletion of elections in another assembly. FIR was filed by Authority of Election Commission itself. To investigate the matter. This was 1st February 2023. Election Commission, and who was running the state that time? It was BJP, and BJP forwarded that to the CID. हम चोरी करेंगे और हम ही अपने ऊपर CID लगा देंगे. I mean, come on, ma'am. How is it possible? I mean, Mr. Kalappa, have some reason and logics to before you come and speak on TV debates. And also, you said 6,018 votes were deleted. Again, false. All fabrication. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi named certain people today. And I'm going to name them: Babita Chaudhary, Kashinath, and Ashok Manik Rao. He said their vote have been deleted. All three of us still on the voter list. I mean, आप कितना झूठ बोलेंगे और कब तक बोलेंगे? Or now it is not the issue of Election Commission or not the issue of the vote chori. The basic issue is they want to bring anarchy to the country. They try to build up some unrest. And the latest tweet of Mr. Rahul Gandhi says the same, that we are with Gen Next. Vote chori ko rokenge, hum sadko pe jayenge. This agenda you tried in when CA was implemented. Sonia Gandhi said, sadak pe ladai ladenge. And what happened, we all know that. what sort of Sadak Ki Ladai you contested. Fact is that is all fabrication, fake, not as per me, as per Election Commission. It's very clear. And again, I reiterate, why would we file a CID inquiry against our own self? If we are party to it, if BJP is party to it, as per Mr. Krapal, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, then why shall we do a CID inquiry ourselves? And then where were there? Let me just put another thing on record. Date of publication of final result was 5th January 2023. An election happened. The Rahul Gandhi's allegation is the votes were deleted in December 2022, 19 December 2022. And elections were conducted in 20th April 2023. It almost 4 months. Where were the BLAs? Were they sleeping? Fact is, no vote was deleted except the 24 votes were deleted, which were found to be correct. None of them raised any objection to
Brijesh
that.
Kalapa on that.
Neither the Congress, neither the people whose names were deleted.
Okay, before I bring in Brijesh Kalapa on what you just said, my question to you is that the BJP, of course, across social platforms is harping on the fact that Aland constituency that Congress, Rahul Gandhi has spoken about, there the Congress candidate won. Is that even an argument? That's not an argument. There was an attempt to delete votes. The Election Commission itself has filed an FIR. But the narrative that we see from the BJP is laughing at Rahul Gandhi saying, but ultimately it's your candidate who won. That's not a logical response.
Okay, now Mr. Kalappa just referred to Central Bengaluru, the Madhapura issue also. There is a similar thing in Dhule also. Dhule, all assembly constituency we won, we lost in Malegaon by 1,90,000 votes. We secured 4,000 votes, and then the Congress candidates secured 1,94,000 votes, and we lost the assembly, the parliament seat by 4,000 votes. So there are many parallels. We lost Himachal by just 50,000 votes, complete Himachal by 50,000 votes. Oh, this is election. I mean, how do people vote? What is the preference of people while voting? And no one can guess and no one can assess. And if there is vote chori happening, then where are your BLAs? I just now told you. More than, he just now, Mr. Klappa said 618. I give a challenge, Mr. Klappa. Let him prove on record that even 6,818 votes are deleted. Only 24 were deleted. But jhoot bolo, dhol peet ka jhoot bolo, roz bolo, subah sham bolo, lagatar bolo, bolte jao. And they can do that. They can keep spreading lies. But it is not working. The fact is that they know they are going to fail miserably in Bihar. And that's why they are trying to build up this narrative. And Mr. Tejasvi Yadav have understood this. That's why he said, okay, thank you, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. You took out our yatra. It's not working on ground. It's not sticking on ground. So I have to take on my another yatra, which is away from Mr. Rahul Gandhi's idea of vote chori.
Okay. Before I come to the analyst, Mr. Kalapa, would you want to respond to that? Inconsistent data or so-called proof has been provided. Mr. R.P. Singh just spoke about one constituency where elections had happened 4 months before the actual claim that you make.
See, I think as far as Mr. R.P. Singh is concerned, he's a dear friend of mine, and this is not personal. So I hope Mr. R.P. Singh doesn't take this personally, first. Second is, he, while speaking, he made several contradictions, right? First, he says that it's the BJP government which gave the matter to the CID, right? Now that the CID, which was trusted by the then BJP government, was investigating the matter. They have sought certain information from the ECI. ECI says that yes, we have given an FIR, right? If an FIR has been given, where is the difficulty, according to the ECI, to supply that information, which they already have, because they have already filed the FIR. Where is the difficulty for the ECI to supply this information, which they already possess in their custody, to the CID and be done with it? Why? Where does it require 18 letters on the part of the CID to supply this information from the ECI to the CID? Why does it require so much of time, so much of effort, so many letters? Because the ECI has already closed the issue on the basis of certain investigation. So if that investigative material is already available with the ECI, does it require so much of prodding from the CID that they should continuously keep asking the ECI, and ECI doesn't provide this information, right? One. Two, how does the BJP which is just as much as us, because they are totally in the dark themselves. They are not, they don't have any better access to the election commission, at least on the face of the record, that they have so much of material with them, which the Congress party doesn't have, because they are just another political party. It means that the BJP, despite being in power, is just another political party as far as the Election Commission of India is concerned. One. Two, what stakes do they have in this whole issue that they have to hold a torch for the Election Commission of India? Now, Mr. R.P. Singh spoke so evocatively, and he said that, there are so many difficulties in certain other constituencies. If there are serious difficulties, and the Congress party has won those elections, join hands with us. Why are you running away?
Mr. Kalapa, I want
That's not
to
fair.
just about
No, that's not
interfere
fair. I
for
need
a
to avoid
moment. I
this.
will play out Rahul Gandhi what he said, exactly the mechanism with which these votes were deleted. Here, listen in.
Here is example number one, lady called Godabai. Someone created fake logins, deleted 12 voters, attempted to delete because then this was stopped. Godabai, of course, has no idea. Can you show us what Godabai has to say about this?
Election time ಈಗ ನಾ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಯಾರು ಹೊಟ್ಟಿ ಕಿಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಏನ ಹಾಕ್ಯಾರ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
So she has no idea. These were the cell phone numbers that were used to delete these people. These are not from Karnataka. These numbers are from different states. You can see here. So the question is, whose numbers are these? How were they operated? Where were they operated from? Who generated the OTPs to disturb the process? Now, these are questions that arise out of this.
All right. Now, if I can bring in our analysts here, Banu Chandar, please, a quick take from you. Sir, Banu Chandar has to speak. Banu Chandar Nagarajan, please, your take on Rahul Gandhi's allegations. How much of this
I'm sorry, I'm
really
not going to be part of the debate
kills the credibility of our electoral system? Would you be able to evaluate what Rahul Gandhi has said?
See, in his first press conference, he talked about errors of commission, where he alleged that there are a lot more voters voting for BJP in particular. He was conflating the discrepancies in the voter list to the margin of electoral victory and so on and so forth. But it was disproved by people immediately, saying that people cannot vote more than once because of the indelible link. And very commonsensically, people were trying to disprove what he was saying. But what he tried to do today was allege an error of omission, which is far more serious because voting is a fundamental right. So I started watching the program, and it kept getting bizarre. Okay, he first said that people can edit or delete their or somebody else's name from the voter list, and he alleged that only Congress voters' names were deleted. I don't know how he even actually can find out or know, because we have a secret ballot system. And the cream was like, we found that in Alan constituency, the Congress won by a particular margin. So it was a total bizarre show altogether. And it only reduces the credibility of the Congress. The brand of the Congress goes down. See, I don't know why he does these things, because he does very difficult things such as going on a yatra, so on and so forth. But the kind of issues that he takes up is so bizarre. So Mr. Kalapa was referring to him as a shadow prime minister. We want to know who the shadow is behind Rahul Gandhi, who's actually making him take up these cases. It's extremely bizarre. And this appeals to only the fruitcakes who are in the verge of a moral panic, right? This won't appeal to people of Bihar, say, who have hardened common sense, right? And this whole process is actually throwing a very bad light on the Congress. Mr. Kalapa was in his remarks said that the election commission has to be thrown into the Arabian Sea. I don't know, like, how someone can even function. It's like asking an umpire to be thrown out of the cricket match. Pakistan just did it, right? They asked the match referee to go away or something like that. So, I mean, this is sort of bizarre situation that the Congress
No,
creates. And it actually
my only
keeps
question
getting
to
again
you,
and again.
Banu Chandar, is that you're saying the allegations are bizarre because it has no proof. You can't
It
really.
is bizarre, but the prima facie is bizarre, Nabila. Like, what is believable in this, right? They won. Okay, he's saying that only the Congress voters were deleted, and after
No,
this,
I
you
mean,
won't
why
believe,
can't
after
it
this
happen?
is
He's
after-
talking about, no, 1 second, he's talking about 6,000 votes. Congress came with a thumping majority in Karnataka. So it would have been possible
Yeah.
that there were attempts made. You can't deny the fact that there were attempts made, right?
No, I actually after this press conference, I went to the ECI website to see whether he can edit or delete my own profile. Okay, I can't do it. Okay, you also please, I mean, ask the viewers to, after this program, go to the Election Commission website, try
No, I
to see
mean,
whether you can delete anybody.
it's not impossible that there are masterminds sitting in the dark web, no? There are
Okay,
hackers, there are
that is a
people who
good
are
point you make.
experts.
Okay, the only thing the Election Commission has to come out with is say that if there are hacking attempts that have been made and how they have thwarted it. In fact, like just a few hours ago, the Election Commission of the Karnataka branch has actually said that they have reported these violations to the police, and they are investigating and so on and so
Okay,
forth.
so now
the due
we
process
hear
is
that
started.
Rahul Gandhi has asked the EC to come up with some evidence of a proof. In fact, Mr. Kalapa can elaborate. Do you want to tell us what Rahul
Ma'am,
Gandhi's
do you
demand
want
to
me
the
to be
EC
in the
is?
part of? Do you want me to part of the debate, or you want me to walk out?
Sir, I've given you enough
Third time
ample
we are
amount
getting
of
Mr.
time.
Kalapa.
Please do not talk to me like that. I'm sorry.
No.
If
Third
you have
time
a
you are calling
problem,
Mr.
you
Kalapa.
can
never
you can
give me
very well
second chance
leave.
to rebut
But
Mr.
please do
Kalapa's
not
fault.
talk to me like that. I have given you
No, you
ample
are not-
amount of
you are
time
not
in the
being
start.
fair.
I will come to you. You cannot speak to me like that. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. You are not fair, ma'am.
No, I have a question to ask someone and I
You are
will.
not
It's
fair
my
at
right
all.
to do so.
You are giving ample time to Mr. Kalapa. You are not allowing me to
Mr.
even,
Kalapa is right now
interject.
representing the Congress who's made these allegations. Please understand. And please go ahead. If you want to butt in and talk, you can. Go right ahead. Yeah, as expected. Didn't expect any better. Mr. Kalapa, please go on.
See, the first thing is that as far as the political analyst here is concerned, he has just spoken about the fact that these are bizarre and so on and so forth. Great. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, and several people have opinions of all varied kinds, and that's what makes this country so interesting. So the first thing is that if he finds it bizarre, right, and if the Election Commission equally finds it bizarre, if the BJP finds it bizarre, all they have to do is supply the material and say that, look, there is a specific allegation that one Godabai had deleted the vote of another person, right? And now she has come on record to say it was not me. All the Election Commission had to do was to provide the material and to say that it was actually Godabai, it was not somebody else who had deleted the names. And the political analyst also says that it's not possible to delete. It's not possible to delete today. But when there are elections during that period in time, the Election Commission itself conducts an exercise. And that exercise, which I just spoke about, is when you can do the deletion or addition of votes. And that is the period during which the voter lists are expanded or contracted. And it's at this time that this is what has happened. Now, if somebody has an issue about this, then certainly let them provide the material, because it's
the question, of course, that the BJP also asked, and it's a final question from me also right here, as I'm short on time. A quick word on why aren't you taking this with the judiciary? Exactly what the BJP says, and I'm sure our analysts also having the same concerns. Take this up with the judiciary. It prima facie looks bizarre. If you're so sure of the proof, then take this up in court. And that reaction from Rahul Gandhi also has received a lot of ire. He says that it's not my duty to save this democracy. Must have been a slip of tongue, but he said it.
No, but you see, Nabila, what has happened today is that there is an existing FIR which has been provided or has been filed, and that matter is still live before the CID. Unless we get some material from the Election Commission of India, which either says, completely what you're saying, or the political analyst says is bizarre, let the Election Commission provide that material and be done with it. Let's throw the complaint to the dustbin. But if there is some material, in whose hand is it to provide that material? It's obviously in the hands of the Election Commission of India to provide that material, because like I said, they already have it. They are the ones who have filed the FIR in the
You
first
don't want to
place.
get into legal litigation. It's the job of the EC. Your job is to put it out there, and that's what you've done. A final word, Nagarajan, Mr. Bhanuchandra Nagarajan, on what do you expect now?
See, we have to understand that the election commission doesn't have a big infrastructure. Even for conducting elections, they rely on the state administration, so on and so forth. If there is an attack on its website, okay, or whatever it is, it doesn't have the power to investigate. So it has actually filed an FIR with the Kalaburgi police. The chief electoral officer of Karnataka has given it in written, saying that they have filed an FIR with the police on 21st of March or something like 21st of February. Right, so it has been done. The investigation is now has to be conducted by the Karnataka law enforcement. And who heads the Karnataka law enforcement? The Congress government in Karnataka. Let them do the job, and let things come out. I'm actually every Indian citizen will be for a fair election process. But this presentation today and the analysis today is. It doesn't hold any water at all. It's
We'll
extremely
see
bizarre.
how
and
much
I
of an
hope
impact it'll have on
Rahul
Bihar
Gandhi moves
elections.
on from
That's
here.
precisely the timing also. Thanks very much, the both of you, for joining us on this. We will continue tracking it.